Joining me right now is the Deputy Prime Minister of Italy and the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Italy, Antonio Tajani. Deputy Prime Minister, thanks very much for being here.
Good morning to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for hosting me today.
Buongiorno, we would say.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Very good Italian.
Thank you. Grazie.
But your family is coming from Italy.
That's right, exactly.
As a lot of American people.
Yes.
This is an important link between America and Italy, because for us transatlantic relation is the most important point for our foreign policy. For this
Exactly.
is very, very important.
And I would like to ask you about that. Pardon me, because the tourism is so important in terms of the broad economy. You're dealing with major debt, the way the United States is as well. But I want to start first about the UN General Assembly. What was your takeaway, and what do you want to communicate to the world about Italy's agenda?
Yes, for us it's very, very, very important to put on the table the immigration problem, because Italy and Europe and the Mediterranean Sea is living a very difficult moment, because the situation in sub-Saharan region is explosive. A lot of coup d'etat. For this we need to work for the stability, but we need a European engagement, but also a United Nations engagement for working for peace, for stability, against illegal immigration, but also against climate change. We need to work all together. I think also it's important to involve the United States, because the American presence in Africa is very important. We need to have less China, less Russia, more Europe and more America, because it's important to be against a new colonization. Yeah. We need to work all together. It's a strong message to Africa also. We are friends. We need to look at Africa with African glasses, not with European, not American glasses. For this, I think it is important to work all together for growth, for peace in this region. Africa is the future. It's a rich continent, but we need to help this continent for growth.
Well, it's a rich continent for sure, with all of the rare earth minerals there.
Exactly.
But you're facing a similar issue that the United States is facing with this illegal migration. What's been the impact on Italy from the illegal migration? We're seeing it across the board here as well. Wide open border, the southern border.
700 kilometers of coast is a big problem, but there are the borders of the European Union, not only of Italy. The number of migrants is increasing now, but thanks to our diplomatic action, we are stopping with agreements with Libya, with agreements with Tunisia. But we need to have a strategy long term. This action is for stopping now. But we need to look at the future. We will have 2.5 billion people 2050. For this, without a solution, without a strategy, without a lot of investments, we will have a lot of problems. Many people will leave Africa. This is the right to stay at home.
Yeah, of course.
As Pope Benedict said.
And, you know, it's interesting because the Chinese Communist Party is also trying to buy up parts of Africa. And I want to talk about China. You are just back from a trip from China, and during a meeting on the sidelines of the G20 summit in India earlier this month, Prime Minister Maloney suggested, and she told me in an interview in Washington, that she plans to withdraw Italy from President Xi Jinping's signature Belt and Road Initiative. Deputy Prime Minister, tell me about that. I know you're balancing talks with the Chinese in terms of keeping a dialogue, but also getting out of this agreement.
Italy is part of this part of the world. We are friends of America, we are friends of NATO, we are part of NATO. China is a counterpart. We want to have good relations on trade, for example, but pay attention. We need a level playing field, because it's very difficult to work in China. And for this, the level playing field is crucial for our companies working in China. Road and Belt Initiative has been a mistake decided by the left-winger government, by 5 stars. The new government is studying the situation. No good results after our Italian decision to be part of Road and Belt Initiative. We are studying if it's good to stay or to leave this initiative. But in the same time, we want to have good relations with China. To withdraw.
Would you expect retaliation once you withdraw?
I don't know, but I think we are talking with the Chinese. Our message is clear. We are friends of America, we are friends of the West. But we want to work, to do business also with China. There are a lot of Italian companies in many sectors. Our export should be a good choice also for the Chinese. For this, we want to have good relations, but we are discussing also with the Chinese on the situation in Taipei. We want to protect, to defend the status quo in this moment. For this, diplomatic solutions, but it's clear it's difficult for us to stay in the Road and Belt Initiative, but without strong messages.
Because of the Belt and Road Initiative that your predecessors put in place during COVID, you had all of those Chinese working in the factories in northern Italy. They flew right from Wuhan to Italy, and it really accelerated COVID infections in Italy, didn't it?
But it's not good. It's not good choice, bad choice. Of course, during this difficult moment, we need to have the help from many countries, but I think I want to underline, we are part of NATO. We are strong supporters of transatlantic relations. For us, this is a priority. This is where the message, the Italian message of the new government is very clear. We are friends of America, we are friends of the UK, we are friends of Europe. We want to talk with China, but China is other part, is our counterpart.
Yeah. When will you expect to make this official, that you're pulling out of Belt and Road?
But we are talking, we need to ask the position of the Parliament, but the large part of the Italian Parliament is in favor to withdraw.
I see. And do you think that will have an economic negative impact on Italy?
But the negative impact is the agreement to withdraw. I think for me is not a negative solution, but we want to have a strategic partnership with China on trade at economic level. We were talking on this. We have good relations with China. Of course, Italy will share the G7 from the 1st of January.
Right.
For this, we are part of the G7. So our position in foreign policy is very clear. Europe and transatlantic relations.
And you'll find ways to work with China. Minister, it's so wonderful to have you this morning. Antonio Tajani.